Hey, I'm Yanick Paquette. We're going today to the Librairie Z, or Z Bookstore if you want, in Saga Maisonneuve, Montreal. Let's go in there. So one of the advantages of growing in Montreal is that you are, in fact, exposed to both culture, the American culture and the French culture. And this specific comic book shop actually reflects that, because we have here it's written up there, the European section. Yay! Hidden in there is some of my childhood stuff, like this Franquin Ubermaster, Les Idées Noires, which is a absolute classic. Franquin is such an awesome storyteller that sometimes you don't even need dialogue or anything. It's kind of depressing. It's super virtuoso. It's only black and white, and of course classic that even the American culture know by now. Stuff like Tintin, which before the Spielberg movie was actually a series of historically important book, maybe one of the most important in the European market, and Astérix, of course. I think people of my generation and generation before that, and most French speaker, I've read their good share of Astérix, if not the entire thing, like I did. So yeah, these books were my first introduction as a kid, and they are well researched. They're very classic in their storytelling. When I've eventually discovered the American market and the comics, in contrast with Tintin and Astérix, it was for me the drama as a young kid that really blew my mind. It was so dramatic. And the first comic that I've actually been exposed to, it was a John Byrne X-Men. I found in a garbage can, and there was a big stain of ketchup on the top. There was no cover. And that was my first comic. And when I discovered that first issue, I've read them all. They were in French at the time. And it hooked me on comics because the level of drama was such that, I mean, compared to Tintin, which is great, appeal a lot more to my sensibility. So that stuff really hooked me into comics. Crazy classic. It was a terrible drama where she's it? Oh, here. Phoenix, which was Jean Grey before, that everybody loved, including this guy that was a Cyclops' girlfriend, turned into this monster that eats planet and destroy entire civilization. All more drama that is. She knows she can't control the crazy power she has, and she let herself get killed. No! Scott! Jane! It's a precious book. It's a precious book. This thing, Watchmen. I mean, if you have seen the movie, read this instead. This is glorious. And what it does, it takes advantage of what comic is. And it's panel with information in it. But you can have multiple level of information. And one of the things I do, I read music, and there is almost no other media that allow you a control on time and information like music as comic. And Alan Moore is using all the tricks and creating new ways of taking advantage of comics to tell a story in a way that other media cannot touch. And therefore making comics something unique and worth doing. I mean, it's an entire media that allow possibility, creative possibility and expression, possibility that the other can't. So we need it. So, and that book right there proves it. I have like 3 copies of it, and I destroy them on a 10-year kind of basis because I read them again and still discover magic.